Not everyone will accept or even shift or use AI in 2026 and beyond, and I'm going to explain to you why. My opinion, I think people will not accept AI or use it or shift to AI in 2026 and beyond. And the simple reason why is that they will choose not to. They will have the choice to not choose it or to use AI. I'm going to elaborate as to how I know why this generation will not use AI or get comfortable with it within the next year or a couple years, because I went through a shift in technology. I'm Gen X, and in my late 20s, that's when we had Facebook and MySpace. And at that time, yes, we were comfortable uploading photos and giving status updates, but when YouTube came out with video, everyone wasn't rushing to make videos on YouTube. It was more or less maybe the younger group, the teenagers, that were more comfortable uploading videos, because by that point they had already had cell phones with photos that you can text back and forth. And then when you finally could upload photos from your phone, it just became common sense to maybe start sharing more photos. And eventually, as people got comfortable with social media, they were on video. But YouTube grew really slow at first with video. Yes, there were a lot of people posting on social media, on YouTube and video, and I'm going to post some examples here and show you kind of the early days of some of the videos that went viral. But you can tell they were very just in the moment videos, and they were just real time, real people putting themselves out there on social media to share whatever they had to the world. So yes, as time progressed in my generation, we had cell phones now, we had photo text, and then now we had videos where our cell phones were having videos now to upload. We would all just watch YouTube DIYs, music videos and pranks. And back in the early days, you can do covers on YouTube, and there was so much music on YouTube. You could do like songs, and you could have video with music in it without copyright for a really long time. And a lot of people shared their music and their lip syncing and all that on YouTube. It was very entertaining. And but back then, not everybody wanted to record their lives, their daily lives. Like, it was not natural. And what I'm trying to say is that your generation now that is shifting to AI, it's not going to feel natural. Social media feels natural to you, but social media didn't feel natural to my generation, Gen X, and then the boomers that were older than me. But your generation now is going to have to, unfortunately, learn to live with AI and shift with AI, whether it's at work. You're going to see content pushed to you, whether it's commercials and music and social media and ads through AI. But the way you can choose to opt out of it is to not use AI. Obviously, you might use ChatGPT for search, but that's what Google is. We've always had Google search, so that's not totally out of the ordinary. However, you don't have to choose to use AI as far as like the AI tools and use like the image and the video AI content. You might be entertained by it and eventually get comfortable by it and may want to use it. But unfortunately, it's just, unless you can opt out of it, it's going to be on social media. Unless you just totally just not use social media anymore, then you won't have a problem with that. But I'm going to share some videos of early YouTubers and what kind of content they posted back in the early 2000s. I'm going to post it here.
Hi friends, so I'm here at the Apple Store, okay? I just want to let you know that I finally, officially have an iPhone. This one right here, it's mine. It is mine for real.
Jonathan, you're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
Only when I give you cookies do you like me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I love you.
I love you too, but I don't like you all the time.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And as you can see, a lot of this content was just very natural, just people at home and just happened to get a funny moment like you would do in your own personal life. If you had a video recorder back in the early 80s, you would just record your family just talking and joking and having like game night and fun times and birthday parties and all that. But like when you put it on out to YouTube, then it went out to the whole world, and then you have this reaction of people that are just watching your content, and then some of it went viral, and you might recognize some of these if you're around my age. But that's the kind of content that we saw, was it just went viral, and but not everybody, like Gen Xers did not want to say, oh, I want to get on YouTube and record my life, or I want to record DIYs, because back then we didn't know that you could get monetized anyway. And also I feel like this whole time they've been recording everyone on social media to get to generate data for AI. So now AI is nothing but data that they've been pretty much taking from us all these years. On Facebook, I mean text, video, audio, all of it. Pictures, art, music. AI has taken all of that content and put it into the huge database now. And so now we have to watch back all the content we gave them. And honestly, that content is not going to be legitimate. They talk about now about fact checking. How are they going to fact check all this data that AI is putting out there, that the data that they've gotten from all the content that's out there already? So that's kind of my discrepancy when it comes to it. But you know, the way I see it is that not everyone's going to switch to AI in 2026 or even accept it, and that's because you're going to choose not to. And you could totally opt out of it if you want. You can literally just unsubscribe to everything that, or everybody that posts AI content. Obviously you can't avoid the ads, but you know that you're going to see it, and it's just going to evolve over time, and eventually you might get comfortable with it and start like using AI, or maybe creating content with AI as you get comfortable with it. But it's not anything that you're gonna have to use, right? For me, I have a lot of ideas of how I want to use AI. I want to do a storybook, and I want to take all of my content from my videos and do a movie, because I'm doing a second channel project where I'm kind of documenting how I am growing 2 channels at one time from the ground up as a very small and older generation on YouTube. And I'm also posting my videos on Rumble as well, and that's another social media platform. So with all the content that I'm creating, I want to make a movie out of it with AI or something that's interesting like that. And that's something very well that you can do. But you know, I think there need to be regulations. I know that Gen Z is going to have a lot of backlash with AI, and just all of the data centers that are going up, and all of the environment, how it's going to affect people, and how it's going to change jobs, and the list goes on and on. So I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to elaborate from my last video, that the reason why not everyone will accept AI in 2026 and beyond is because they don't have to. You can choose not to accept it. And here are a couple more older YouTube videos. These are throwback old school videos. Obviously I had to leave out the ones with music, because a lot of YouTube videos back in the day did have music. So here are a couple more. Enjoy.
Charlie. Charlie bit me. Ow, Charlie! Ow!
Alright, this video is for everyone that seems to think I'm a fake. Jeremy. I changed my name a lot. I mean, I went through. Here's my fucking URL. myspace.com/JeremyVDownTM. I forgot the slash, but who did?
And to wrap this up, not everyone's going to engage in AI, just like not everyone posted on YouTube for the 20 years that it's been on. I can tell you from my generation, I have not seen a lot of Gen X on YouTube to this day making videos. There are now, but it's been like 20 years. But even 15 years ago, I never saw people my age on YouTube. Like, it's just not a thing. You hardly ever see boomers on YouTube. I think I maybe see like 70-year-olds here and there on YouTube. Like, our generation's not comfortable with it, so we don't use it. So basically what I'm trying to say is your generation, Gen Z, millennials, you guys aren't going to care to use AI either. Like, it's going to have to evolve. Obviously, Gen Alpha and the younger generation are going to evolve with AI. They're going to latch onto it and use it because they're growing up in that generation. Lastly, not everyone's going to purchase the AI platforms or AI softwares unless you have a company. You're not going to support AI if you're just not into AI. You won't support it in any other in any way financially, because it doesn't feel natural. And with robots now, that's a whole nother story. Are you going to be comfortable with robots? Yeah, so there's that topic as well. And I'd like to say thank you for coming by Felly Nexus's Journey channel. I'm so glad you're here and you were here to listen to my Gen X point of view, not growing up in a social media world until my late 20s. And so I can tell you that I have evolved with social media, and this will be you in 20 years. If you're 20, you're going to look back and know everything about the shift between social media and AI. You're going to feel what I'm feeling. Like, it is a huge change, but I know what it feels like to go through it. And I just want to encourage you just to stay focused on you and bettering yourself. And please don't forget to link up with my channel and subscribe. Talk to you later.